moving back in Elimination Chamber. So obviously Cena won the Elimination Chamber. How'd you feel about the match?
I feel like I felt better about the match than a lot of people did.
Mm.
I feel like if you like, there are a lot of people who don't like, who are vehemently against Priest and Logan Paul, and sometimes Seth Rollins in the ring. Um, the pacing of the match, I felt it was good. Everything made sense to me. Drew was fixed on John Cena too much. Got cooked by Drew. Got hit with the roll up. Drew screws Priest. Logan Paul frog splash off the cage. I didn't have a problem with the match. Seth Rollins also showed us that there's levels to hate. And
Yeah.
I used to call CM Punk the greatest hater I've ever known in terms of wrestling. Seth has a real conversation, and it's not funny. Like, people were talking about Drew, people talk about Punk. I'm like, bro, people talk about
Seth's
Edge
up
all
there.
time.
I've never seen
but
someone in a
but
submission hold and a wrestler yelling "die."
that's what I'm saying.
Never
There's
seen
levels to
that.
hate.
That was crazy. I mean, I liked the match. I think Seth was protected with the way he got finished. Punk was protected.
Absolutely.
But I like it. It was cool. You know, I don't think it was the best chamber match of the night. I think
Oh, no.
the women burned the house down.
Yeah, and
But
I think that's because they have to. The men had so many names in the chamber that it didn't necessarily have to be bang 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 the entire match. I don't think anybody. I feel like unless you're being very facetious about it, I don't think anybody has any in-ring concerns with any of the wrestlers in those match minus Cena. Because you were talking about Cena, you didn't think he could go, bruh, and he was hooping. He was hooping in the chamber match.
he was. I'll give him his props. He was.
But
But
yeah, I don't think. I think the women had to show out, and they definitely did show out.
so if we had to pick MVPs of each chamber match, who do you think MVP for the men's match?
MVP for the men's match, I'm gonna go Seth Rollins.
That's fair. That's very
Um,
fair.
I think in terms of how like every spot in the match that I can think of, Seth Rollins had a decent amount of really good spots, and the way he went out really protected him. And the stomp. Oh my! Like in terms of like telling the story, Seth Rollins was the MVP of the match. Women's match, I feel like it should come as no surprise. I'm not necessarily very high on her. But Liv Morgan was the MVP of the match to me.
We need to give her flowers. It's since after her feud with Becky. I think I don't know if I was talking to you about this or someone else. Since after that Becky feud, I think she is the MVP of the women's division. Her mic work got miles better. She has chemistry with just about everybody.
She has chemistry with everybody except the person they feuded her with. Like I don't think it's a wrestler thing because I think they're both good wrestlers. I think Liv is a little bit better technically than Rhea, but Rhea's power definitely makes up for it. But I just think it was a clashing of styles that didn't work. Sometimes when you mash styles together like that, they do work, but I think Rhea works better with someone her size. I don't know if that makes sense.
Sure,
But
that's fair.
from the matches I remember she had that were really good, like the ones with Bianca, but also Bianca's had S tier wrestler.
Yeah.
But like just like I feel like she works better with people who aren't Liv Morgan. It's crazy, but
That's fair. I think a big part of that kind of obviously the introduction of the return of Raquel, that kind of made everyone look at that rivalry a little differently because they messed it up.
yeah.
That was just I don't know the way they did that. It just you could tell something wasn't right with that.
That was up there with the Tonga Loa botch.
Oh god, what the
On
low
his
blow
debut.
or when
No,
he almost revealed himself?
when he mistimed his reveal. He was supposed to grab the ref and almost didn't.
Oh yeah. That was bad. But I mean, like the only gripe I have with Liv is I think her like character work in the women's division right now next to none. I just don't like the Oblivion.
Yeah, it's like the jump and complete shot. It's like the Shelton Benjamin old finisher,
Yeah, it's
but
like
it's off the ropes. Honestly,
it.
I think she used the code breaker. Honestly, that one don't work.
I think
Works
that'd be
really
cool.
well.
But the only it's like it's a good finisher if someone knows how to take it. Like
Yeah,
Becky made that finisher look like $100, $1 million.
I mean it's like Becky's finisher, the manhandle slam she was using. That
Mm.
finisher was a Uranagi. I feel like it's not hard to make that move look good, but every
Yeah,
woman in the division minus like Liv Morgan managed to make it look terrible. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. It was definitely strange, but I mean, I would for sure say Liv was MVP of that match. We had the
Oh yeah.
return of Jade. How'd you feel about that?
I need to see where they go with it because I don't want to skip too far ahead to Raw. But like there were some things on Raw that I just need to see where they're going with this
Mm-hmm.
because there was a lot going on with that. She attacked Naomi. I called that from the jump.
Yeah.
I knew Naomi had some part in it, but I have to see how they handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like 'cause
Yeah.
that's really gonna determine how I feel about it.
It's. I mean.
Also, let's normalize wrestlers showing up in regular attires to just fight. You're not coming in to wrestle a match. Why are you wearing? I'm not gonna lie. And
Jade
say
looked like
I
the
didn't-
$1,000,000.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I was about to say. I'm not gonna say I didn't want to see that, but also let's normalize not showing up in your ring gear just for an attack. That doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, like
I feel like it means more if you like. But Jade is aura farming, and that's okay.
it depends. Like CM Punk, I don't think would show up in ring gear to jump someone kind of thing because that's just not his style. I think it works for Jade because she's like, you look at Jade, like I know they're all called like WWE superstars. She looks like a mega star
Oh, absolutely.
kind of thing. I mean this.
But also, I like to think about it like, I like to think about it as if it's real. It's like, hold up, I'm about to beat her ass. Hold on, let me just change into my,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
no, that's fair. I mean, how'd you feel about the showing in the women's matches? Obviously, besides the Rumble, Roxanne's big debut on the main roster.
Roxanne, A+.
Mm-hmm.
My girl Alexa Bliss, y'all need to stop playing with her, man. Y'all see she pulled the Twisted Bliss out? What y'all know, bro?
I keep saying she's top 10 women's wise all time. People don't want to hear it
Oh
though.
my goodness. Yeah, no.
I think
First of all, anybody who doesn't want to hear it, I don't like to use this argument, but you don't know ball.
Oh!
She's top 10. She's
Oh!
top. Alexa Bliss is top 10 and closer to 5 than 10.
Okay, I agree. I was debating this with my friend TJ. You've probably seen him. He comments on a lot of our posts. So we were debating who's
Yeah.
higher all time between Alexa Bliss and Bailey. Now I said if she didn't have the moniker of a 4-horsewoman, Alexa would be clear. That was my debate. I think she's better on the mic at this point. I think she's better in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it. I just don't think Bailey has any real identity.
I will agree with you. You know, I think Bailey's NXT career really carries.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the takeover matches carry. But I can't say Bailey's main roster runs are necessarily better than Alexa Bliss's main roster runs.
I agree.
I
agree.
I think Alexa Bliss is just she's transitioned between character gimmicks, and she's also tweaked each gimmick every time. Like when you see the goddess the first time, it's not the same goddess that shows up the second time.
Yep, 100%.
And like when she goes into her creepy like Sister Abigail character, when she went into it the first time, it doesn't look the same as it does now. Like it just like Alexa Bliss can pivot, and to me she's a lot more well-rounded.
Yeah.
You can argue Bailey's more technical in the ring at times. And if you want to go peak for peak's even a conversation. Honestly, if we want to say 2016, 2017 Alexa Bliss,
I'm taking
peak
peak
Alexa
Alexa.
Bliss
I'm taking
versus
peak Alexa.
versus NXT Bailey, that's a conversation we can have peak for peak. But in terms of totality of a career, I'm gonna have to say Alexa Bliss is better.
I think the only real difference is Bailey's Royal Rumble win. Like from a accolade standpoint, like it's people like hype up Bailey. I saw people have her as high as like 5th all time in the women's ranking. I think that's a little high. I'd probably have her around like 7, 8, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I think the four horsewoman moniker keeps her in the top 10.
100%.
And what's a crazy conversation? Bianca Belair, I don't even think she's hit her peak, and she's top 10.
Yep. Absolutely, I agree. Who would you have higher all time right as of right now, Rhea or Bianca? Because I think that's a lot closer than people are going to give it credit for.
That is, you know what's gonna be the problem, and people aren't gonna want to admit it. There are always like, I like to use the magic bird. I like to call it the magic bird syndrome. I feel like when two wrestlers get tied to each other, they're always gonna be closer in rankings than people think. Like when you see Magic and Bird on most people's top 10s, for a long time, they're going to be closer to each other than people think. And people are going to be like, no, but one has 5 rings, one has 3. One's going to be like, well, one has more MVPs, one's a better player, X, Y, and Z. And you see it in the women's division, in my opinion, with Trish, Lita,
Yeah.
and for some people, Becky, Charlotte. Now, I think that's what's going to happen to Rhea and Bianca, because I think that they're just Magic and Bird. Like, I genuinely just think that's what it is. You tell me who's Magic, you tell me who's Bird, but they're Magic and Bird.
Yeah, it's obviously we're not going to skip too far ahead to Raw because we still have a few matches to talk about. I think Io's right there with them. I'm not going to lie.
Amen.
And
when it's all said and done, Io might be higher. I don't know.
I don't think that's ridiculous to say at all. I think when it's all said and done, Io could really be the GOAT. Call me crazy for that. I think the language barrier is the only thing that really messes that up because, like, promo-wise, obviously that's a big...
Yeah.
But in ring, I don't know who I'm taking over her, truth be told.
In ring, I'll say... first of all, I'll say it. Right now, I don't care. You can put any women's wrestler in WWE history up against her. There is no better women's wrestler all time than Io Sky, and I'll genuinely just say that. In terms of in-ring performance...
Yeah,
there is no better women's wrestler in WWE history than Io Sky. You can say she doesn't have the power, but it don't matter.
She doesn't need
it. Like at all. Like the closest argument I'll probably hold is like Streak Asuka was a hooper.
Yeah,
but even still, Io can do what Asuka does and put a moonsault on top of it. Like I don't see.
Like when I look at Io and like. Because, like, she hasn't cut the craziest promos. It's like she can talk decently. Like, I'm not, like, faulting her or anything. I kind of look at Io the same way I look at Tom Brady in the aspect Brady wasn't mobile. He couldn't run. And Io can't talk. Brady's still the GOAT. There's nothing that's stopping Io from getting that exact same moniker. Because in ring, at least in the company right now, I would have her miles first. Well, I don't know about as of right now, I'd probably have Liv as like not a close second, but like relatively close. She hasn't missed recently.
Yeah, I think what's gonna hurt about Liv is I don't think they're gonna try to do a new Gen 4 Horsewoman, which I think with Liv, Io, Rhea, and Bianca you could do that, but I have a feeling Liv is going to be to Rhea, Bianca, and Io what Alexa was to the 4 Horsewomen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen.
That's
but I
fair,
can see that.
But
yeah, I can see that being like what happens to Liv in terms of when people talk about it.
Respectfully, I'm taking Alexa over half the 4 Horsewomen.
Oh, me too. Like me too. I'm not
she's
saying
over
I'm not
Bailey
saying
and Sasha. And I'm not gonna say she's over Charlotte because like Charlotte's in ring ability speaks for itself, but that's another one. I think you very well could debate that when it comes to mic work, character work, everything like that. But speaking on the chamber, it's Alexa keeps doing this and it keeps frying me. When she gets them into the Sister Abigail position, just hit the move. You don't need to pose for like 15 seconds.
Yes, she does. Don't tell her what she has to do.
No, but she did it like because I think she set it. I forget the first time she set it up on someone and she sat there and I was like, okay,
Roxanne Perez, yeah.
Yeah, like I get it, and then she did it again and it's like, hit your finisher, you know? Like
I think they will start. She will stop doing that once they stop popping for it. Every time she does it and hold it, they pop. So like, why stop? Yeah.
That's
Also, another interesting thing I want to point out in terms of that women's chamber match is when Naomi got attacked. They especially with Triple H and his whole cinema thing, they pan to Alexa Bliss's reaction, and there's something about that reaction that really makes me think that Naomi, I don't think she's innocent, but I don't think she's guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you think someone else was involved?
Yeah, and we're gonna get to that when we get to Raw. But someone else has to be involved because with her having her whole like Wyatt Six thing in her head, she got the voices in her head like Orton. But usually when somebody gets attacked that deserves it, they don't care. Like that's been they're the whole hurt heel thing.
Like I would have thought like if say like Naomi was the was the only one who was guilty. I thought Alexa Bliss would have been like clapping, smiling, jumping up and down,
exactly
everything like that. But we'll get to another match here shortly, but we got to talk about Bianca, her acting when Naomi got hit.
Oh my goodness.
That woman can act. That was
throw her
nuts.
in a movie. I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead, throw her in a movie.
I think she could
be a military movie, but yeah, it'll have to be a military movie, but
I could see Bianca in like a Fast and Furious.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to see that. I know in my head I said military because I'm like I don't think it could be like a Hallmark movie. I don't think I could do that. But,
no, she's not going to be in like a rom-com or something. Yeah. I don't know who wants to see that.
You'd be surprised at the internet. But yeah, no, I'd love to see her in a Fast and Furious. I'd love to see Rhea in a Fast and Furious too. Put them both in the Fast and Furious to have them fight each other.
If there was like a gang movie and they were like each like the leaders of that and like they were going against each other, I think that'd be a really cool. I think they could sell that really well.
Matter of fact, let's bring WWE Studios movies back and throw like mad wrestlers in the movies. You keep using like one. They used to use like one to like really carry the movie. Throw mad wrestlers in that joint. That would be fire.
You could. I'd love it if they did like a movie with straight wrestlers. I'd watch
they would have to take like months off. But
yeah.
We get Blair Davenport. Oh, she's released. Never mind. We get I don't know somebody who's in catering, but they put them on TV.